Hello, good morning, students. This is Mrs. Shami here. So, we are going to start with the fourth chapter from your book, Introductory Microeconomics. The name of the chapter is Consumer Equilibrium and Difference Curve Analysis. Before we continue, what we have discussed in the previous chapter, what is consumer equilibrium? That is a point where consumer is able to get maximum satisfaction within his given income. So, this theory, this indifference curve, is also based on the consumer equilibrium. In the previous chapter, we discussed the consumer equilibrium with reference to utility analysis. That is, utility or satisfaction. It can be measured on the basis of cardinal measurement. Cardinal means 1, 2, 3, 4, or in terms of ordinal measurement, means high or low. So, this indifference curve, it is based on the assumption of the consumer equilibrium. So, what are the assumptions of indifference curve? Money income of the consumer is given and it doesn't change. Second, consumer spend his income on such goods which can be substituted. What are the goods which can be substituted? For example, tea can be substituted for coffee. When we talk about the fruits, apple can be substituted for oranges or any other fruit. Then, after this, the next assumption is consumer preference for the two goods is well defined. What does it mean? If he is increasing the demand for the one of the commodity, obviously he has to reduce the demand for the another commodity. Next assumption is both the goods gives him equal satisfaction. More if he is buying more of the goods, it will give more satisfaction. If he is buying less of the goods, he will give it. It will give him the less satisfaction. Clear? Now coming to know what is indifference curve. Indifference curve is a curve in which different combinations of two commodities that are directed by different points will receive same satisfaction or utility. So what does it mean? If we are having two goods x and y and we have the different combinations means, for example, if we are demanding 1 unit of first good or 9 units of the other goods, this is one combination. So in the other combination, our demand for both the goods will change. So these are the combinations. So when we are opting for different combinations of the good, they are giving us equal satisfaction. Indifference curve shows the various combination of the commodity x and y and they yield equal satisfaction. The higher indifference curve shows a greater amount of satisfaction and vice versa. That is lower indifference curve. What will it show? It will show less satisfaction. So indifference curve, it is based on the ordinal measure of utility. Ordinal measure means we can rank our satisfaction. Moreover, on the indifference curve, a consumer's taste and equilibrium can be shown by the indifference curve. So a consumer's taste and preference can be shown. Each point on this curve has the same utility. So consumer behavior will be neutral to the choice. There will not be much changes in his behavior. Indifference curve shows the various combinations of two commodities and both the commodities, what will it yield? It will yield equal utility or satisfaction. All points on the indifference curve, they show the same satisfaction. Let me explain you with the help of a diagram. We are having the following table in which different combinations of two products, that is apples and oranges, are given. In the first combination A, a consumer is opting for number of apples as 1 unit and for number of oranges at 10 units. Clear? In combination B, he is having demand for 2 and 7, C 3 and 5, and similarly for D 4 and 4. So what does it mean? What does this table shows? That consumers is having the difference preference for two goods and each combination it is giving the customer the equal satisfaction. And why is customer opting for different preferences? Because he's having different approach. He is indifferent towards certain products. So indifference set, what is it? Indifference set is a set of those combinations of two goods which offers the consumer maximum level of satisfaction. So the consumer is indifferent across the combinations of indifference set. So for the table for this, when we are plotting the same data that we have discussed right now, that is about the apples and oranges, when we are plotting it on the graph, so over here you can see the same data is just plotted on the graph. On x-axis we have the combination for apples, and on y-axis we have the combination for oranges. So you can see the shape of the indifference curve. It is downward sloping from left to right. Moreover, it is always, the indifference curve is always convex to the origin. We have discussed in class 10 about the lenses or the mirrors, convex mirror and concave mirror. The one who is having such shape, it is convex. So it is always convex to the origin, and it would never touch either x-axis or y-axis. Why so? Because his demand for one of the product can never be zero. Clear? That is why it can't touch x-axis or the y-axis. So what are the characteristics of indifference curve? They are negatively sloped, that means they are downward sloping. They are convex to the origin, and they cannot intersect. Intersect means they can't overlap each other. And we over here we are dealing with the economic goods or the scarce goods. Scarce goods means which are having the limited demand. Clear? So indifference curve, it must be negatively sloped. So we can say the consumer is indifferent between all three combinations, or we have discussed about the four combinations. So he is indifferent, he is having the equal satisfaction at each of the combination because each lie on the same indifference curve. So over here we can see combination for the two commodities, apples and oranges. Different combination, different set of combination a consumer can get, and each will give him the same level of satisfaction. Clear? So after this we have MRS. What is MRS? It means marginal rate of substitution. What is marginal rate of substitution? It refers to the amount of Y that the consumer is willing to give up in order to gain one additional unit of X. What does it mean? If a consumer is opting for two combinations of good, if he is demanding one commodity as 1 unit, so and for the other commodity he is demanding 10 units, so he is having different combinations. So he is, in order to increase the 1 unit, in order to increase his satisfaction, if he is having the different combination, in the second case if he is asking for 2 units of one commodity and 8 units of the other commodity, so that means he is sacrificing his demand for one of the commodity for the to gain the demand for other commodity, that is marginal rate of substitution. So as consumer moves down on indifference curve, marginal rate of substitution, it diminishes. If Q quantity increases, so marginal utility will be also decreased to a consumer, and vice versa. To keep total utility in fixed position, for each unit of Y, consumer will have to get more unit of X. How we have to calculate MRS, marginal rate of substitution? Marginal rate of substitution can be calculated when we have to find out the difference between change in Y commodity to change in X commodity. So how to calculate MRS? MRS is equal to change in Y over change in X. So delta over here refers to change. How we have to calculate? For example, if I have to calculate for the first commodity, we can't calculate because we are not having the previous data. How to calculate for the next second commodity? It's 10 minus 5, that is change in Y over change in X means 2 minus 1. So when we calculate it, it's come out to be 5 divided by 1, which is equal to 5. So in this we are able to calculate the MRS, that is marginal rate of combination, marginal rate of substitution. So we are having two indifference curve. A consumer is having indifferent approach towards different product. So we have calculated in this way the MRS. The next we can find that higher indifference curve, it will shows higher level of satisfaction. So as the indifference curve, it is just increasing. It is showing the change, it is increasing. So that means the consumer is able to get the higher level of satisfaction. Similarly, if it is decreasing, the consumer will get the low level of satisfaction. So we have also read that this indifference curve, it would never intersect with each other. Clear? So read out till this topic. Indifference curve do not cross or intersect each other. We are left with one of the topic we will discuss in the next class. Try to read out, go through the chapter thoroughly, ask your queries, and try to solve the back exercise which correlates with these concepts. Thank you and have a nice day.